excited to be sharing this next video with you. This is my, I guess, wax collection, wax storage video. Not really collection, like I've seen people do collection videos where they show you every single scent that they have. Not doing that, that would take forever, but just kind of more an overall look at what my collection is, what vendors I have, and how I have it stored. I will say, if you get frustrated or annoyed by people having an abundance of wax, maybe this video isn't for you. But I know I love seeing how people have their wax organized and stored just to get ideas. And I just thought I'd just reorganize my wax collection into something that I felt was a little bit more efficient and a little bit cleaner looking for me. So I was really excited to be able to share this with you all. So keep watching so you can see how I have my wax organized. Wax storage video. I might sound echoey because I'm standing inside my bathroom with the camera facing into the opening of my closet, at least one side of my closet. So, and what you're seeing right now is a majority of my wax collection. So I recently just reorganized, and so I have these two, let me see if I can find my finger. So this kind of shelving unit and this one, these are the exact same thing. I bought them both recently, and what I used to have in here, in both of these spaces here, were the plastic Sterilite like drawer systems that you could get from like Walmart and Target, and they're just so flimsy and didn't look very attractive. And I bought them kind of one at a time over several months or probably a couple years, and so none of them matched, and just I wanted to get something that looked a little bit nicer. So I ended up finding these on Amazon. These are kind of the fabric bins. So these drawers, like the frame is metal, but the drawers themselves are kind of like covered in like a fabric, and then have kind of a pretty thin like plywood type material. So they're sturdy, but they can only hold so much weight. Then so this is all built-in shelving. Like here, there's wooden kind of shelf with like the bar here that's supposed to be to hang clothes, because this is like one side of my closet. I have my closet includes this, and I have the exact same configuration on the other side, plus connecting the two along the back of the closet, there's more shelving and hanging space, which you'll see part of it. But that's all built-ins right here that came with the house. And then you'll see if I go up a little bit, there's even more space to hang clothes up here, but right now these shelves are empty. I used to also have fabric bins on these upper shelves here that I, again, just thought looked unorganized and messy and took up a lot of space without maximizing the available space. I got rid of them, and then I added these little fabric bins on the top of these shelves. So really to kind of maximize this open space here. So what I'm gonna do is kind of walk you guys through what I have in each of these. I'm not sure what's gonna be the best setup to do this, so bear with me. All right, I moved in a little bit closer. The challenge with the camera that I use, because I don't use my iPhone, I am using a camera. It doesn't have a very wide angle lens for like these kind of up close things. So you can see this is, and I'm sitting on a chair right now. So this is kind of the first cabinet organization system, and then there's those 4 fabric bins on the top. So I think I will start here on the left. So this is oops, let me see, and hopefully you guys it's on a tripod, but tripods aren't perfect, I know. So this first one here, and I'm not going to show you guys everything I have in my collection. I'm not going to go through each scent. I'm just going to show you what vendors and where they're organized. So this is Sea Sugar wax. I think I only ordered from her once. I wasn't a big fan of the way that she did her openings or pre-orders or ready to ship or whatever. All of this stuff I got, oops, see, and I'm bumping the camera. All this stuff I got, did I even date it? Looks like it's not even dated. I'm pretty sure, oh, April 2022. So I guess I got this stuff in April 2022. Yeah. And I've melted a little bit, not a ton. I definitely need to melt through more of this. Oh, you know what? I might have also gotten like a scent shot sampler or something like that. So maybe I got 2 orders from her, and I think I've melted through quite a bit of the scent shots. But anyhow, so that's Sea Sugar wax. So what I have up here is like a few vendors that I'm probably not going to be ordering from anytime soon or are closed. This next one here is Barrett Wax Crafts. And again, I'm trying to do this the best way I can. I do have a few of his large bags with like snoozy melt blends, as well as jam and bread. And then I have several of these kind of little 4-packs of his little tarts. This was from the last pre-order that he had. He was planning on opening again, but at this point he said just things are too busy with him and he doesn't have the capacity, like the time. I think he also commented about the price or something like that, just the cost of materials. So at this point, I don't think he's opening anytime soon. This next one here is a vendor I haven't ordered from in ages. And this stuff is actually dated from 2018. Sometimes I feel like I just need to go through and pull out stuff and toss it because there's stuff I just don't reach for. But anyhow, this is Vintage Road Candles. I did a custom order with her back in 2018. I think what happened is I placed one order either early 18 or something like that, and I got pretty decent performance, and then I ended up placing custom. And some of they're all loaves. I have 5 loaves in here. I think all of them I've melted some. And they're decent performance. I don't know why, I haven't reached for them, but I also had them kind of out of reach the way I had my wax organized before. So maybe this will kind of where it's sitting right now, I'll be more inclined to reach for them. So we'll see. And then the last bin over here on the right is actually a couple different things. So I have, a lot of these large clamshells from Swan Creek Candle Co. That's everything that's on the left side here. And then I have kind of like my larger Better Homes and Gardens clamshells, like the large ones, that are 12 cubes. I have about, 6 of those, plus some of these bigger clamshells that have the 8 cubes. And then a handful of, really, yeah, it's all Better Homes and Gardens, but then one Mainstays. It looks like, yeah. So just kind of these larger clams right there. Push that back. Okay, but there's 2 kind of wide drawers at the bottom, wide and quite deep, and then there's 2 narrower but tall drawers on the right, 3 kind of shallower drawers in the middle, and then 2 again deep ones on the left. So I do have all my wax organized by vendor. Okay, so this top one, because I'm trying to be able to reach for stuff without knocking my camera all over the place. So okay, let me move in a little bit closer. So this top one here, and what I loved about this unit is that the variety of the sizes of the drawers. So this is the melted mousse. I do have quite a bit. It's 2 vendors actually. So on the left here I have melted mousse, which I have some of her mini loaves, and then I also have some large loaves back in here and a handful of scent shots as well. So you can see, like, here's Chill Out. I've melted like half of it. The melted mousse on the left, now it's not going to fit. I'm going to have to reorganize that. And then on the right side I have my brittas, which I do have 1 loaf here in the back, which I know you guys probably can't see, and then I have a bunch of her souffles, which I'm getting really good performance from her stuff after having let it sit a little bit. So I have really been enjoying brittas, so I'll probably look at getting more stuff from her in 2024, but I do want to kind of melt through what I have here. So I've tried not to overfill these because, again, these are like fabric with kind of like some, like the base is a little bit heftier, but it's still not like solid wood or anything, right? So it will be prone to warping if there's too much weight in these, but you will see some of them have too much wax. The next one down here, this is all my large clamshells from the bathing garden. So I have quite a few. They just fit, but this is what her large clamshells look like. And it's 2 rows plus some down the middle. So I have a lot of large clams from the bathing garden, but from a height perspective, they fit perfectly in this drawer. Then in the middle here, I have, let's see if I can pull this out. Okay, so it's not going to pull out all the way, but on the left, actually all of this, let me see if I can pull this out a little bit further. I'm going to back up a bit. And along the back are all my K-cuts. So they're angled in this way. So all my K-cuts, plus you can see there's a little bit right here that didn't quite fit along the back here, but those are all my K-cuts. And then clams. So these middle drawers, the height of them is like perfect for clam shells. And these are all my K clams right here. So you can see I have quite a few, and then they actually overflow a little bit into the second drawer here. I have, angle this down a little bit more K's clams on the right here, but then the rest from here over, this is all the bathing garden, again, regular size clamshells. And then I do have from the bathing garden also this large kind of wax shape. I haven't cut into it yet. It did break a little bit, but yeah, which I really need to cut into that. So I have all the small clams from the bathing garden. The middle drawer, again, I keep moving things around just because of space, is again a combo of two vendors. So on the left here, so this row, and this row, these are all my Teddy Bees souffles. So I have quite a bit of Teddy Bee souffles. And then on the right here, this whole row, these are the souffles, mostly souffles from Swanky. And then a few of these kind of square shapes. I wrap them in foil just to kind of help preserve the scent. But I got a sampler, like a vanilla sampler from Swanky a while back. Let's see, back in January of last year, of 2023. So those are lined up here along with the souffle. So Swanky here on the right, and my Teddy Bee souffles on the left. And then the very bottom drawer, sorry, and I'm again kicking things. This is all Swanky, so I'm not gonna be able to open this all the way. And this drawer is overstuffed because I have a lot of, I don't have any souffles in here, but I have a lot of shapes that I got from samplers from her. And, let me see, I feel like I keep bumping the camera. I also have a lot of these scent shots, a lot of the, rose shapes, but then underneath all of this is a ton of loaves. I have a ton of loaves from Swanky. These drawers are a great height because you can stand up your loaves, but they also fit another layer of like loaves like laying on top. So this is definitely, this is the rest of my Swanky. Aside from the souffles that I showed you in this drawer, this is all the rest of my Swanky. I do have another smallish order coming from her. Did she do a pre-order like late November, early December? It's not a huge order, but I do have that coming. So I do really want to focus on trying to melt some of this over the next month or so to kind of make some space because, and you can see my foot right here, because I really don't have more space for my Swanky right now. So anyhow, and that is, I'm going to use my foot to make this simple. That is my big Swanky drawer. Now moving over to the left side of this unit, this drawer here, it's not super full, but this is my Sugar Melts by Sassy. She is closed as well, so I won't be able to order from her again, but I do have quite a few loaves. All of them are partially used, but I have some loaves on this side of the drawer, and then I have several souffles from her, as well as some shapes. She did one winter, I don't have this one dated, she did these kind of bags of shapes. So I get decent performance from her wax. I do think some of her scents tend to lean like cherry or almondy, like her bakery scents do, but there's some that are like fantastic, like her Strawberry Twinkie. I don't have any more, but it is amazing. But I do have my Sugar Melts by Sassy. If she ever does open again, I may contemplate, like there's a handful of scents I really do like from her that I might get again, but I do have some stuff here that I need to get through. Then this middle, all right, in this middle drawer here, so this is part of my Teddy Bees. I have a handful of her chunk bags, which she doesn't do anymore. So these are all from, I think, 2021. I have a handful of those. And then the rest of this is all loaves. As you can see, it fits 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 loaves going back when they're standing up. But I do have laying down here 2 loaves from Destination Wax, just because I don't have, that's literally, well, technically I have 3 loaves from Destination Wax because one of them is in my melting bin. So the only stuff that's not in my storage right now is stuff that I have in my melting baskets. So I have 2 loaves kind of tucked in here just because I didn't have any place else for them. And then I have the chunk bags kind of just sitting on top. But this is primarily Teddy B's loaves and then the handful of chunk bags I have left. Then in this very bottom drawer here is all my Teddy B's tubs. I'm not gonna pull all the way out, but it does go 3 back and then 1, 2, 3, 4 high. So 3, 4. So each layer is about 12 and it's 4 high plus a handful here kind of stuck in the middle because it has a little bit of extra space. So I literally don't have any reason to be buying more Teddy B's at this point. And this does include the stuff I just hauled that you guys, you're going to see that haul video, the ready to ship haul from December. You're going to see it either before or after this one. I don't know for sure, but it does have all my Teddy B's in here, all my tubs. All right, I am standing now for this part just because there's probably not an easy way to show you this, and so hopefully I'm not going to be too shaky. But this middle part right here, and you'll see I have like storage stuff at the top, but this middle, so there's 2 striped gray, white, 4 gray bins, and then 4 black bins. That is all but one is candles from the keeping room. And I went kind of crazy buying candles from the keeping room. And I was just like, I mean, it's going to take me a while to get through all this stuff, but here is kind of how my candles from the keeping room looks like. I take off the ribbons and then I throw the double bag into a poly. I think these are like 6x6 poly bags. So you can see all these are pretty full. At this point, I don't have them. Actually, I do have them kind of organized by scent. Like I have like bakery and fruity bakery. And then I don't know what this one is. Actually, this was supposed to be predominantly strawberry, but I had to throw in a few others that were not strawberry. And then I think I have like holiday and Christmas and like fall and stuff like that. Then this top one up here, let's see. Oh, can you see that? That's Rose Girls. I don't have very much Rose Girls. I honestly haven't purchased from her in a long time. Some of that stuff is really old. Like you can see, this is from April 2015. Some stuff is a little bit newer. But that's all I have of Rose Girls at this point. Either I need to throw it away or use it. I don't have plans on buying from Rose Girls in the near future. Okay, so I showed you guys everything in this unit right here, and just so you can see, that is the entrance from my bathroom into the closet right here. That's where I was standing before. Don't mind the holes in the wall. I had some stuff hanging there that I removed. I need to fill those holes, but so this unit I went through and I showed you these bins. Again, this middle part here is all candles from the keeping room plus 1 bin of Rose Girls. And now I'm going to show you everything on this side, on this exact same unit on the left side. And then I have these 4 gray bins on the top. You can tell they're a little bit fuller. And then I do have some overflow from Vintage Chic Scents, like right here in this bin. That is all older VCS that I really just need to focus on melting. But so this bin on the left, these are both Vintage Chic Scents. I do have some loaves as well as some like individual shapes, some snowflake stuff like that. So let me see if I can get a little bit closer so you can see like my VCS. I definitely have some loaves, and you can see some of this is old. This is from 2018. But generally her older stuff still performs really well. And then I have a lot of like these snowflake shapes in here as well. And then on this side, this is all VCS as well. That's a little bit older even than that, like from 2016 and stuff. And then those bakery bags up there that are Vintage Chic Scent. So that is all my VCS. I haven't bought from her probably since 2022. Just because her prices got a little out of control, and she's closed now. So, but I didn't go through the frenzy of trying to stock up on her stuff before she closed. But then if I move to the left here, these 2 bins are all my Pharmacist Daughter. They are quite full. Again, same with Pharmacist Daughter. I haven't ordered from them in a while. I think the last time I might have ordered was in 2022 as well. I don't think I've ordered in 2023, but I do have quite a few loaves and a bunch of soufflés from them, and then a handful of like just different shapes. So that is all these two are all my pharmacist daughter, which again, quite a bit there. Like I did on the other side, I'll start kind of from the right side and work my way down and over. So this top bin here, this is a little bit of L3, so not a ton. I'm still debating how I'm going to do this, but originally I used to have a bin where I kept all my lavender nighttime melts from L3 because I had so many of them. I kept them in a separate bin. This is all I have left of what I'd consider my nighttime melts from L3. So originally I was just going to include them in the drawers with my other L3 stuff, but I kind of ran out of space, so I ended up going ahead and making this. What I'm contemplating is if I should make this a just all vendor lavender / nighttime blends, or just keep this as L3, because at this point I don't want to buy more from L3. Or if I can get through some L3 and then move these into my L3 drawer. I don't know, because I do have a nighttime melting basket that I have out in my office, which several videos ago I showed you guys kind of my setup for where I have my melting baskets that I pull from. So I do have a nighttime melting basket, which one of these days I need to record that to share with you guys kind of what's in my basket, which it always rotates and changes. But so eventually I would like to get this consolidated with the rest of L3. It's just for the sake of space. I needed this drawer, which one of my favorite blends from her is Lavender Don't Cross Streams. I have a couple more loaves in here. Plus I have a loaf of that in my nighttime melts, but I have fresh picked strawberries, peppermint vanilla bean Noel, rosemary mint, peppermint vanilla bean Noel, winter snooze. Definitely a lot of lavender and minty scents from her. So that's what's in that drawer. Then the next one down, this is my, let me point this down a little bit more. There we go. This is my Salt Mountain Melts drawer, which, yeah, this is everything I have from her. I've only ordered, I think, a couple times, 2 times. Maybe, yeah, which I did get a recent order from her, like I think it was her Christmas pre-order, so Christmas tree cakes, snow-covered trees, but I have a couple soufflés and then tubs in here, so that's Salt Mountain Melts. Then in this very bottom wide drawer here, get it open, this is my ridiculously overflowing L3 drawer, which, yeah, you can see it is too full because this loaf is stuck in there. Yeah, this L3 drawer is like way too full. Sorry, I'm using my foot to kind of toss back. So I have all my loaves from L3 kind of on this left side. Then I have my trig parts on, like, standing up on the right. And then I think I have kind of a variety of things kind of in here in the middle that just I needed the space for. So this drawer is definitely fuller than I would like it to be. So again, I'm not planning on ordering from L3 in a while. I apologize for the foot. It's just hard to kind of navigate around the camera and the tripod. So let me move to the top middle here. This is also L3 because this is why I don't need more L3, right, guys? Okay, so, and this is more, again, more than I wanted. On the bottom is all my little bunts. Like, I went crazy buying her bunt samplers. So it's individual bunts. There's a whole layer of them standing up on the bottom, plus things just kind of laying on top. So this drawer is quite full. Ton of L3. And that's not it for my L3. Let me see. Get that in there. This next drawer is also L3, which is predominantly her Bitty Betty loaves. Yeah, I have Bitty Betty loaves standing up over here, laying across the top. Oh, and then over here, I do have a handful of scoops. I just don't buy scoops anymore because it's just, they perform well, but I feel like they're messy, so I don't care for them. And then I do have a handful of bunts kind of laying on the top again, just like as overflow. So a ton of L3. And more L3. These are more bunts from L3, and then other shapes too, like these holiday shape loaves. I can't remember what she called them, but I definitely went crazy getting L3, as you can see. Then, if that wasn't enough, let's see if I can zoom in here a little bit. This bottom drawer on the left is also L3. It is all my, for the most part, it's all my custom doggy bags. The white ones are all doggy bags. Actually, there's like this brown one here in the corner, and that brown one, those are brittles, I think she did in a pre-order a while back. And then these dark brown ones over here were from when she did the chunk customs, which I got a bunch. Those are the only two that are left. And I have one random scoopable right there just because it wouldn't fit anywhere else. But so those are all from like custom orders pretty much I place, except for a few. I moved in a little bit closer here to make this part a little bit easier. So this drawer, I just showed you this really massive L3 drawer. One up from this on the left. This is my Southbound. So that, what I was showing you was all the L3. But this is my Southbound drawer. This includes the haul that I just recently did. It's going to be either right before or right after this video. But I have like 4 loaves in the back. I have some of the bakery bags, and then I have a lot of her souffles. So that's Southbound. Then the top here, this is Ebony and Ebony Violet, which I think she has closed now as well. I only placed a couple orders with her back, I think, in 2022. I do have a handful of loaves in here, a handful of souffles, and then a handful of scent shots. So ultimately, for some of these vendors that are now closed, I'm thinking I might spend like a month trying to melt through vendors, like vendors that I have that are either now closed or that I don't plan on ordering from again, so I can kind of empty out some of these drawers and move other vendors into them. We shall see. Okay, I'm going to try to kind of pan you over to the other area where I have wax. So, well, first I'm going to step back here. So this is the area, oops, I just dropped my tripod. This is the area I just showed you guys. Let me see. I can't get the whole thing. But now if I step back this other way, there is this built-in shelf up here. You can see I have a bunch of bubble mailers. These literally have all come from vendors that have put them in the boxes to help pad them. And then these 3 bins up here, that's all Glitterati. I'm not going to pull them down because this is up high, but this is Glitterati chunks. Let me see if I can show you. Yeah, so I don't know if you can see that, how well that's my chunks. And then these are bakery bags from custom orders that I've done with her. And then you come over here, and this is kind of an overflow area where I have some candles and then my Glitterati loaves that I did just get from my custom order. I do cover them in foil to kind of help preserve the scents. So this is kind of an overflow shelf. And then these are wax supplies. You can see I have all my poly bags. And then in here I have just various other supplies as well. Like these are all the ribbons from my candles from the keeping room bags. And then like just take the, like light bulbs and labels and different things like that. Then I do have this kind of one random little bin here. That's all my Better Homes and Gardens clams. Some of these are quite old. I don't reach for these very often anymore, but I do have those there. Then in the middle of my closet here, these are 2 additional organization units that I purchased. So this is kind of an open space in my closet, and I'm not going to get into the details of it. The way my bedroom and closet are configured, the closet was supposed to be kind of, this wall of the closet was supposed to be on the outside of the house, like an exterior wall, and there was supposed to be a bench here, like a seating bench with a big window. But I had them flip the bedroom and my bathroom and closet so that it's on the interior of the house, and my bedroom is on an exterior wall. So I have like 4 windows in my bedroom. So this wall is now against the garage here. So this is kind of an open space, but it's kind of nice because they didn't put shelving in it, but it does allow for like you to store stuff, right? So these are, and don't mind, I have like blankets, I have wrapping paper and stuff, but these are all filled with vendor wax here as well. And you can see I have stuff just kind of stuck on top. So let's start with this first one. And I'm holding, there's not enough space for me to sit down here, so now I am just holding the camera, so hopefully it's not too shaky. These are all kind of different scent shots from different vendors. I have Dessa's Homespun Scents, Glitterati, Rainbow Melts, mostly I think in this little hat box here. Tiffany Candles has not been in business for a while. These are a few bags that I don't have very much left. I literally just need to either toss these or melt them if they do have any scent left, but I do have those there. Then I have all my samples from Candles from the Keeping Room in this cute little like basket bin. Tons of samples from her, so that's what's in there. Then this drawer, let's see, this top drawer. Okay, so I have a couple drawers of I Heart Wax. This is a vendor I just started buying from again, but these are kind of the big Christmas shape she had, as well as then a lot of her little 6-ounce bags of like the macarons and stuff. So there are kind of a couple layers here. This is also I Heart Wax, this second drawer here. Again, sorry if it's shaky. A lot of these bags here that are full of shapes, as well as these large kind of Christmas shapes over here. This next drawer here, I kind of moved a little bit. So this, I have my Dessas. So this includes a lot of my Build-A-Bars, which are like little custom mini loaves you can do. I have a couple large loaves. That one's half used. I have a new like large custom loaf there. And then I have, this is kind of one of her cute decorative souffle. She hasn't done these in a while. This is one that I have left from 2022. But then I have a lot of these snap bars or whatever she calls them here in this drawer. So that's what I have in here for Dessa's. This next one is also Dessa's, which is all the really large snap bars that look like this, that, you know, a lot of vendors carry now. So that's what's in this drawer. And then this very bottom drawer, which pulled out with that, is my Lavender and Speckles, which is pretty sad looking. I don't have very much. I just have, what, like 5 bags in here? 1, 2, yeah, 5 bags. But I did just order in her opening that she just had today, January 6th. So this will get filled up when that order gets shipped. Then going to the top here. So this is, I have a lot of my Sassy Girl on this side. So I have some of these bags just, again, because I kind of ran out of space in the drawers. Then these in here, this is from a sampler that I got from Sassy Girl Aroma, which is all the like hotel scents. I haven't pulled from this much. I have some, I've pulled some from it, but not very much just because I haven't been getting great throw from those, unfortunately. But then in the top here, I have all my large brittles from Sassy Girl Aroma. Large brittles over here. And then I have kind of like sampler shapes over here. Some like beach night samplers that I got several years ago. And then this leaf sampler that she just did back in 2023. Oh, and then a couple, or one chunky souffle. So that's in this top drawer for Sassy Girl. So then the second drawer here is all large brittles from Sassy Girl Aroma. I'm not going to pull it out because the weight of it slides out a little bit. This next one here is also large brittles, but then I also have a couple loaves, which again, the depth of these drawers is great because it's perfect to stand up loaves. So I do have a couple loaves, one here and one there. And then this drawer here is all loaves from Sassy Girl Aroma, and then some of these, what is not builder block, what is she called? Bag of blocks. But they have to lay down. So this is not ideal, but I do need to melt through some Sassy Girl. And then this very bottom drawer, which opened, this is my second in spruce. I do have quite a bit in here from her pre-order that I did, her winter pre-order. Then I won a box from her, and then I grabbed some stuff from her ready to ship. So this is my second in spruce. Her next opening, she was going to have a ready to ship last night. She had to postpone it because of issues with the website. But when she does open that, I do plan on going in because there's one blend that she did specifically for me. I'm super excited about. And then she's going to do a pre-order at the beginning of February. So this is my second in spruce. All right, so that is my wax collection. The only thing that you did not see is like the majority of my candles. Those are stored in a cupboard that I have in my living room that, you know, I barely ever reach for. So I really want to focus on kind of like my vendor wax. And then my melting baskets that I have sitting on a table in my office, which I've shown you guys kind of what that looks like already. So those were not included in this video, but this is the part that I feel like you guys never get to see. And I think for me is the most exciting, to see how people have their wax organized. So I hope you guys enjoyed. I do apologize if it was a little shaky or you saw my foot or my knee or my shoulder or my arm. Hopefully nothing else. As I go through and edit, I'll see if hopefully no other body parts popped in there. It is really hard when you're trying to get in your closet. Although my closet is big, it still has only so much space. So definitely a little bit of a challenge to record. So I apologize if it's not the most professional. You know, I do this for fun, not to portray any kind of professionalism from the like video editing and stuff like that. But I hope you guys did enjoy it. And if you're inclined to also share a video of your collection, I would love to see it. So definitely comment down below if you will or have recently recorded kind of your organization or wax collection. I would love to check it out. Link it below or comment below where I can find it. So thank you all so much for watching. I will talk to you soon.